Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. So in this little small intended video I'm gonna just talk a little bit about engines, the confusing thing that I have pointed to before but I didn't really speak about. So let's just start reviewing this. So we have dropped the database, we created our database, we gave it a name, we have used it so we can create a table and use these queries, these last queries. We have created a table, we have inserted into it, we have selected some data into it using two different methods, and these are just some comments. So this is just a way to retrieve the comments. So this is the line engine that we have used. So let's just discuss this line engine. First of all, engines are about tables, so each table uses an engine. Okay, they can use the same engine whatsoever. So all of that. So you can specify the engine by doing inodb default char set utf8 to choose the char set collate.utf. Okay, this is just some things that people use to change these different keywords. Just take this char set and this collate and this engine thing as keyword. Okay, now each table has an engine, like I've said, and if you haven't specified an engine, the default engine is being used, and the default engine is MySQL. In MySQL is InnoDB itself. So from version 5.5 above and later, the InnoDB has been used since then. So I think this is all you have to know actually about engines as far as this course goes, because we won't have to change them. So, and one thing about engines is that they are a system in which they are just a system in which the database uses to store or to retrieve data. Okay, so you can actually alter a table's engine after you have created a table, but it actually might take some time for a specific table to migrate, for example, from one engine to another. For example, if you want to change InnoDB to something else, whatever engine is that, for example, it might take a long time, and you might face some problems because different engines support different features, some things like that. Okay, so let me just read some things from my notes here. So as a beginner, for example, you don't have to know about engines that much, not at all actually, but yeah, it's a good topic to research. Actually, it's a good one. I think I have actually faced this engine thing when I was researching the Lisp programming language. I actually haven't learned it yet, but I am planning, inshallah, to do so. I think I have met this engine stuff in my way. So migrate to possible from. Okay, so in order to migrate from one table to one table, you just have to do some keyword stuff. So I'm gonna leave you the resource or the link. Let's just go back this one and let's move on to this tab. So this link is gonna be in this file, which is gonna be pushed into my GitHub repository. So just go to it and learn what I have just told you. Probably all of of what I said it's in this link. So yeah, that's that. Let's save us the trouble of these engines. You don't have to learn more about them. Yeah, migration is possible. The storage engine is specified at the time and the creation. Yeah, the storage engine is specified at the time of the table creation. So each time you create a table, you have to give it an engine, or the default engine will be used, and then you will have to alter it later on after you have created the table. So for example, let's say we haven't given it a line of this engine right here. We just have to do alter table name engine and do all this stuff. The specific syntax I don't know how to use, but you can Google for that. It's easy to alter between them, but you won't have to do that right now. You are just a beginner, so all you need to do is to have this line besides you. So anytime you create a table, you use it, or just ignore this line at all times. Don't use it at all. I'm just using it as best practice for me, just to remember it. That's all. So I think that's all I got for this video. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi everyone.